Trumpster tweeted, Jon Stewart is this close to getting it. Watch what Jon Stewart's saying.
So you're saying if you have a media machine that purposefully lies to its people to maintain a political fiction and get themselves power, that is the hallmark of an authoritarian system, not a democratic system?
Absolutely.
Well, if we were ever to get something like that in the United States, we would be horrified.
Anyone picking it up?
Furious to know that there was an entire media organization designed to bend reality, to manipulate facts, to maintain power. It would, if I may, and I'm not trying to slam Hungary, it would never happen in the United States.
Yeah, wouldn't that be crazy, chat?
It's just not, I almost can't even conjure it, imagine it. It must be very difficult to live in a country where one media organization, out of whole cloth, knowingly, explicitly, maybe even in meetings behind the scenes might say, we're lying to our audience.
Yep.
Holy shit. And then call for news people to be fired for telling the truth. I mean, if something like that happened in the United States, it would be a dark day indeed. So I appreciate you raising the alarm bells for us.
So Chief Trumpster said Jon Stewart is this close to getting it. Of course, incapable himself of understanding the joke. And I think it is, like I said here, astounding. We can make fun of right-wingers to their fucking faces. We can wink into the fucking camera, and they don't understand. And look, like, while a lot of people are quote tweeting it and clowning, there's still like 20K likes. They can't think. Trump supporters, right-wingers in general, are so fucking stupid. It's like the nature of it. In order to push your right-wing agenda, the powers that be, like the oligarchs at the top, they are forced to, like, as John was saying here, misinform the public to such a degree that they can't even think logically. And so when it comes to it, you fucked up their brains, their ability to fucking operate in reality, and now you just have a bunch of fucking mouth breathers running your situation, and this is why fascism dies every time. Because they're just so fucking dumb, and they eat each other's faces. I guess we'll just continue to look at how Republicans are stupid as fuck. This is from Aaron in the Morning. Republican calls trans congressperson Sarah McBride Mr. McBride fires back. Look at this exchange. I liked this exchange, even though there's transphobia involved.
As the representative from Delaware, Mr. McBride.
Mr. McBride, which is, of course, a misgendering of Sarah McBride, the congresswoman.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Get his ass.
Ranking Member Keating, also wonderful.
Mr. Chairman, could you repeat your introduction again, please?
So this is an ally right here. This is a great example of how to be an ally. When you see a peer, a colleague who is trans, or just any kind of marginalized community, but in this case trans, this is allyship.
Yes, we have set the standard on the floor of the House, and I'm simply...
What is that standard, Mr. Chairman?
Looks right into his fucking eyes. Looks right into his eyes. I believe the ally here is the rep of Massachusetts District 9. Well, let's fucking go.
Can you repeat what you just said when you introduced a duly elected representative from the United States of America? Please.
I will. The representative from Delaware, Mr. McBride.
Dude, did you hear how he pulled off of it? He was like, Mister. He like borderline whispered it. Listen to him. Called out. He's still doubling down. He's like, yeah, I'm transphobic still, but like, listen to how much his balls shriveled up.
America, please.
I will. The representative from Delaware, Mr. McBride.
Mr. McBride. Like in the middle of saying it, he was like, fuck. I'm got.
Mr. Chairman, you are out of order. Mr. Chairman, have you no decency? I've come to know you a little bit, but this is not decent.
We will continue this.
You will not continue it with me unless you introduce a duly elected representative the right way.
Fuck yes. This is what I want to fucking see. More. Way fucking more. This is why I vote for you to represent me. This is my kind of fucking anger. That's representation. I don't want to see a cis motherfucker. I swear to God, if you fucking walk around in this world and you hear transphobia or racism or anything and you don't fucking say anything as someone like a white guy like that, like you speak the fuck up. This is just in your workplace. This is a workplace situation. This is barely politics. This would happen at the fucking McDonald's manager meeting, in my opinion. Like, this should happen on the fucking factory floor. This should happen in the fucking classroom. Same shit. I fucking love this.
This hearing is adjourned.
He fucking adjourns because he's a piss baby. What the fuck is the name of this guy? Who's the chairman of this? What a fucking loser. Look at that. Fuck you, dude. Republicans are fucking spineless. Dozens of them, Republicans, have been bailing the fuck out of town halls, running away. I have one more clip for you. Because the Republicans cannot stop losing right now. Every time Republicans get power, they fail. I want you to look at this as well. This is an excellent clip. The Republicans blocked Elon Musk from testifying to Congress in this case.
Indeed, a sad morning. Very sad morning. When this committee, the oldest and most continuous in the Congress, neglects its responsibility and essentially holds this hearing today to block any further discussion.
This is what they're scared of. Republicans are genuinely scared of debate, of discussion, of genuine pushback to their worldview. All they can do is virtue signal because they don't have any facts. They don't have any standing. They don't have ethical standing. Chat, no one fucking give me any money after this so we don't start a hype train so that we can watch the rest of this clip. Have you seen that my state, Maine, lost USDA funding for agricultural research that greatly helps our farmers because our governor wouldn't discriminate against trans girls in sports? You'll be getting that back. I believe what's going to happen is they're getting fucking sued throughout the courts, the Trump administration. So some of the USAID money is getting reallocated back to where it was supposed to go right now. They're losing just favor in general. I don't know. We'll see what fucking happens. But
the men and women on this committee are good people. They're honest and caring people. And that's why I do not understand why you would relegate this committee to no longer being of significance and resort to saying you will do whatever Elon Musk and Donald Trump tell you to do.
Fucking thank you for saying something. I don't even know who this guy is. I've never heard his name before.
Where's the independence of the committee? Where's the legislature? We're an equal branch of government. And you start off with a blather, and yet look at the empty seats here. Where's Elon Musk?
Fucking true. I can you not at all just force him to arrive? Can you not subpoena him?
I'm sure he's a genius and is a very credible person because of the wealth he's accumulated. Mm-hmm. But that does not put him above the law or the responsibility to come before this committee in this Congress. If he's so great, if these plans and all the fraud and abuse that he's found are so eminent, why isn't he here explaining it?
Fucking red in the face, and I love it. I love it. If he's so fucking smart, fucking sit down. Sit down. Bring us facts, idiot. John Larson of Connecticut's 1st District. Let's go.
You know why. Because he's out to privatize Social Security.
That's fucking right. I want you to tell your boomer relatives, your mom, your dad, your fucking uncle. I want you to talk to them, and I want you to tell them that Social Security is getting fucked. I want them to be aware of it. Challenge them to not watch Fox News. Wisconsin man who showed up to support an anti-trans bill does something amazing. This was in Madison, Wisconsin. Lawmakers in Wisconsin are currently debating a piece of anti-trans legislation. Assembly Bill 104 is a legislative proposal that aims to prohibit gender transition medical interventions for individuals under 18 years of age. I mean, you could define a medical intervention as puberty blockers, which we have discussed many times on here, and are, of course, quite ethical to anyone that is seeking them, and they are only for people that are pre-puberty, right? Like, they block it. Wouldn't be giving it to an adult necessarily. As far as any other medical interventions, there's not very many people that are under the age of 18 that get any sort of like major surgery unless they have typically something about precocious puberty, like young cis boys that are growing breasts, for instance, and don't want them. Often their parents will get them mastectomies, stuff like that. On Wednesday, the Assembly's Committee on Health, Aging, and Long-Term Care Legislature hosted a hearing. Is care legislature one word here, or is this maybe just a typo? Long-Term Care Legislature. Okay. Hosting a hearing. Members of the public showed up to give testimony both for and against the bill, as is their right. ACLU Wisconsin says the event went on for over 8 hours. Some people had to wait all afternoon to ensure they could voice their opinions. A man named Larry, a speech from an elderly man, has now gone viral. His name is Larry. It says he turned up to support the legislation and had to wait in the overflow room for like 7-ish hours to have his moment to speak. And we have the video of the man speaking. This is his testimony.
So, all right, Larry, the floor is yours. You got 2 minutes.
First of all, I'd like to apologize to you people. I was invited here to give my support for Bill 401. I have...
So, obviously, quite an old fella. We are on the sort of like Benjamin Button stage of elderliness. So, you know, this guy's set in his ways, right? If this guy has been all his life probably a conservative, still is obviously, is here for all of this. I want you to listen to his words.
Have very little knowledge of gay people and things like that there. So when I came here, my eyes were open. I was one of the critics that sat on the side and made the decisions there was only 2 genders. So I got an education that was unbelievable. And I don't know just exactly how to say this, but my perspective for people have changed. So I don't want to take up no more of your time. I'd like to apologize for being here, and I learned a very lot about this group of people.
All right.
Chat, it happened. Fucking Larry. Let's go, dude. Like, I don't know what the arguments were that were made on the floor necessarily, but it is obvious that when you actually talk to people about their experience, for instance, if you're a transphobic person, talking to a trans person despite your, discomfort or whatever, and asking them like why they feel the way they do, when they tell you, it seems reasonable. Because when trans people tell you their experience, it's something to the effect of, I just want to be happy. And this makes me happy. And like, you can think it's weird or think it's odd or whatever, or sinful even. But like, you like weird stuff, you know? You like stuff nobody else likes or very few people do. You're probably embarrassed about it too. Let your freak flag fly even. Let it happen. Because you only get to live once. I'm glad Larry, even though he has lived a long time with apparent transphobic and maybe homophobic views, it took him till the end of his life to come around. And that's beautiful. It's never fucking too late. But you gotta, like, do it, right? And the ultimate mechanism, education. And education just from peers, not even like an institutional thing. As Larry gets up to leave, us in the room applaud. What a great man. The world needs more Larrys. This made me cry, was one well-liked reply on TikTok. He showed up, he listened, he learned, he changed his perspective, and then he spoke publicly. That is truly remarkable in this climate. Bravo, Larry. I'd love to buy you a beer. I also think it helps that Larry is probably not very online. You know? He's probably not on Reddit or whatever. He probably doesn't have part of the defense mechanism to just dig the fuck in on whatever he had earlier, to quite the degree that maybe some other people do. Another said he could have just left, but he still chose to speak and publicly admit that he had been ignorant on something and he had changed his mind since. What a great man. The world needs more Larrys. I agree. On Instagram, someone else said, feeling so honored to have been able to witness his change of heart. This man sat in the overflow room for hours waiting to hit their turn and got to witness beautiful and vulnerable testimony, as well as a lot of unhinged and illogical statements. We love to see the growth. Someone else said, there she is. That's the America I remember. The America I remember? I don't know. I would like to feel like I remembered an America that had white men that listened. AB 104 is sponsored by 30 Republican lawmakers in Wisconsin. The state house has 54 GOP reps against 45 Democratic. The upper house has 18 GOP senators against 15 Democrats. As of last December, 26 states have passed laws banning gender-affirming care for minors. Such laws impact around 40% of all trans youth in the country. Yeah, which is dog shit, obviously. Obviously. Let trans kids live, man. They just want to be happy. Ain't nothing wrong with being a trans kid, man. What's wrong is that it's even a topic. Like, it shouldn't, like, you being trans or whatever is not something I'm interested in. Sorry, dude. I don't really care. For me, it's always been about just freedom and being able to just live your life. I don't give a shit what you got going on. It's irrelevant to me. It shouldn't ever matter. I've never thought, is the person I'm talking to the right gender? You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. Just be cool, man. Human rights are human rights. They can't put the genie back in the fucking bottle. They can fight it. They can make everybody suffer for it. But trans people fucking exist. And they're going to. And they'll outlive all of this fucking shit. And someday it won't even be a topic. And I live for that day where we don't even fucking care. I'd like to get there in our lifetimes, chat. Let's try.